Liverpool news. Slot and Salah debate. Injury boosts before Spurs' major transfer talk. Liverpool head into a crucial Premier League weekend with plenty of noise surrounding the club, but Arne Slot has made it clear that one topic is now officially closed. After weeks of speculation, interviews, and headlines, the Liverpool head coach has drawn a firm line under the Mohamedsalah situation following the Egyptians' departure for the Africa Cup of Nations. At the same time, Slot has delivered 3 major injury boosts ahead of Saturday's trip to Tottenham Hotspur, offering some much-needed optimism during a difficult stretch of the season. Let's break down everything you need to know. Slot draws a line under the Salah saga. The Mohamedsalah debate has dominated Liverpool headlines in recent weeks. Reduced minutes, tactical reshuffles, and a fiery post-match interview sparked immediate talk of dressing room tension and even a potential January exit. Salah's omission from 3 straight starting lineups only intensified that speculation, and when he was left out of the matchday squad altogether for one game, the pressure reached boiling point. However, Slot insists that chapter is now closed. Following internal discussions, Salah returned to the squad and made an appearance off the bench in Liverpool's 2-0 win over Brighton. Shortly after, he departed to join Egypt for the Africa Cup of Nations, and according to Slot, that's where the focus should remain. From the manager's perspective, the issue has already been dealt with through actions rather than words. Salah was reintegrated, trusted in a competitive fixture, and sent off with the club's full backing to represent his country. Slot has made it clear that Liverpool will not allow constant speculation to distract either the team or the player during a vital period of the season. Tactical changes, growing pains explained. While the Salah drama may be quiet internally, questions remain about Liverpool's system, particularly after a summer of heavy transfer activity. Slot acknowledged that Liverpool's tactical evolution has not been seamless. The Reds have conceded more goals than expected, shipping 24 in 16 league matches, a tally higher than many mid-table sides. But context matters. Liverpool underwent sweeping changes in the summer, not only in personnel, but also in how the team builds attacks, presses defensively, and manages game tempo. Slot admitted that while the changes were intentional, the adaptation period may have been underestimated. In recent matches, Liverpool have created more chances, but that attacking freedom has sometimes come at the cost of defensive solidity, particularly in second halves. Slot's view is that this inconsistency is part of a longer process rather than a fundamental flaw. The team, in his words, is getting closer and closer to what he ultimately wants, but it won't happen overnight. From crisis to stability, signs of progress. Liverpool's season has been anything but smooth. After an encouraging start, form collapsed dramatically, leading to unwanted comparisons with previous failed title defenses. But recent results suggest the worst may be over. 5 matches unbeaten across all competitions doesn't sound spectacular on paper, but context matters. The win over Brighton was Liverpool's most controlled and professional performance in weeks, while defensive improvements have begun to show in other fixtures. Slot is careful not to oversell progress, but he believes the foundation is being rebuilt, particularly as players grow accustomed to Premier League intensity within a new system. Spurs away. A huge test without Salah. Saturday's clash with Tottenham comes at a pivotal moment. It will be Liverpool's first match without Salah during his AFCON absence, and the timing couldn't be tougher. Spurs may be inconsistent, but they remain dangerous at home and desperate for a result under mounting pressure. Liverpool, however, arrive with renewed confidence and, crucially, some positive injury news. Injury update. Triple boost for Liverpool. Arne Slot delivered encouraging updates in his pre-match press conference, easing concerns over several key players. Dominik Szoboszlai, the Hungarian midfielder, is edging closer to a return after an ankle issue forced him off against Brighton. He has returned to partial training, and if he completes sessions comfortably, he could start against Spurs. A late decision will be made based on fitness feedback. Cody Gakpo's injury scare turned out to be less severe than initially feared. Scans have shown positive results, and while he will miss the next 2 matches, his return is expected earlier than first predicted, a huge boost given his attacking contributions this season. Right-back reinforcements Jeremy Frimpong has returned to full training following a muscle injury, and Connor Bradley is available again after serving a suspension. Their availability helps offset Joe Gomez's absence. Confirmed absences, not all the news is good. Joe Gomez has been ruled out after suffering a muscle injury. Wataru Endo remains sidelined with an ankle issue. Several academy players continue their recovery processes. Mohamedsalah is officially unavailable due to AFCON duty. Despite these setbacks, Slot still believes his squad is capable of delivering a strong performance in North London. Life after Trent. Liverpool Alexander-Arnold 2.0 off the pitch. Liverpool's recruitment team may be closing in on a fascinating opportunity. With Trent Alexander-Arnold's departure still leaving a creative void, reports suggest Liverpool are seriously monitoring Oscar Mingueza, currently at Celta Vigo. The former Barcelona defender fits a very specific profile, technically gifted, comfortable in build-up play, and capable of contributing creatively from deep areas. Statistically, Mingueza ranks among the top right-backs in Europe for progressive passing, second only to Alexander-Arnold himself over the past year. At 26 years old and potentially available on a free transfer, he represents the kind of smart, low-risk signing Liverpool have historically targeted. Convincing him won't be easy, especially with competition for places already strong, but the interest is real and the fit makes sense. Title talk. Slot softens his stance earlier in the season. Slot dismissed any talk of a title defense outright, insisting Liverpool were nowhere near the required level. Now, while he remains cautious, his tone has subtly shifted. Liverpool sit around 10 points off the pace, but the Premier League table remains unusually compressed. No team has been flawless, and even league leaders have already dropped significant points. Slot isn't claiming Liverpool are back in the race, but he's no longer ruling anything out. His focus is simple: build momentum, stay defensively solid, and be ready if opportunities arise. At minimum, a strong push for Champions League qualification now feels realistic again.